No tree too tall, no job too small. Lim Walker Tree Service, 725-203-6660.
I just really think we've done quite a battle here in this particular forum, and the only thing I can think to do right now that I would like to ask if this commission would support is to disallow photovoltaic, I'm not going to say the word right, generation facilities within the regional planning district period. And so should someone come to us, there'll be no exception. You know, if they want to do a generation facility on even private land, they're going to have to get a special waiver in consideration to make that happen. But I just think we're so done with solar within this regional planning district to start with. That's what I think needs to happen.
So I just want to be clear. So outside of the Pahrump Regional Planning District, you're willing to entertain solar, and you don't believe currently the policy allows us to even look at it. So you want to adjust the policy and say, hey, look, outside of the PDRP, let's talk.
Well, let's let each one of those communities bring to us what they want. And the very least we can do right now is make a dissemination for the RPD. And should facilities are already being proposed in other areas, each one of those communities need to be telling us what they want. Well, we've been very clear from this community what they want.
I think it's more than just the PRPD. And I think anything that's even outside the PRPD needs a boundary. We need to make sure that we want to keep them far enough away from not only the PRPD, but any other town within the county that doesn't want it within their town. And even if it's outside their town, that there's boundaries around that as well. This is how far or how close you can make it. People at BLM definitely want to know from the county what stay out areas do we have, so they don't even put forth any documentation. So they can just say, sorry, county said no, go someplace else. We've talked about this before, so you know where I'd like to go with this, and I think the board's in the same place. We know we don't want anything in our community, but we need to give them boundaries around the community so they know how far they can go, at least in our county.
I've never dealt with moratoriums of any kind whatsoever, but that's kind of what you're proposing. And I don't know if there's criteria. We'll have to work with the DA's office to see what kind of criteria, or what findings the board or whatever the authority is to make those kind of decisions would need to have to actually do that. I do believe it's going to require far more than just a map with whatever boundaries.
Absolutely.
It's going to require code amendments to actually write that in, and that's where we're going to have to work with the DA's office to make sure it's properly done, so it doesn't, cause us problems, lawsuits, and that kind of stuff down the road.
Correct.